Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally back. NRL live streams have returned. It is good to be back, folks. It's good to be back. There's a poll in the live stream chat. Let me know who you think's going to win and by what margin. 3 votes so far. One says Storm 1 to 12. One says, oh, there's actually one for each. There we go. One for each. Eels 13 plus. Dig says go Para. We've got Para fans in here nice and early. Any Storm fans? Anyone from PNG? Tend to get a lot of people from Papua New Guinea here nice and early. I don't know how this stream's going to go. Morning, Finn. Good to see you, sir. Thursday morning for myself. But it is good to be back. If you have got an exact score prediction, if you've got any thoughts on the game, let me know in the live stream chat. But there is a poll up there. I want to know what you guys think. Votes are fairly even at the moment. I've seen plenty of people quite confident in the Eels for this one. I have backed the Storm to win. My exact score prediction, bear with me, I will get that. I remember the try scorer, just can't quite think of the exact score that I went with. I went with 24-16 to the Storm. Jack Howarth, anytime try scorer. Good question, Finn, and this is something I was going to talk about. Good question. So, 6 subs. NRL fans, a lot of NRL fans will be aware of this. Finn, you might think that Super League could do this. I think this would be a good idea for Super League. If there's any other Super League fans in here, let me know your thoughts. Basically, for the NRL this season, the bench has gone from 4 to 6. You can still only use 4 players as rotational options. So, for example, the Melbourne Storm might only use Wishart, Clark, Kamikamica, and Moale, but they could not use Moale and use Con or Tuimolatu Brown instead. But once they've activated a sub, they can only be used as part of the 8 rotations. So once they've used 4 unique players, the other 2 are unusable. And I think that's a really good idea. It adds more tactical depth, more options, so you can cover more positions in case of losses, instead of just having 1 hooker and 3 forwards, or maybe 1 hooker, 2 forwards and a utility. I think that's a really, really good idea from the NRL, and it adds another tactical element to it because you can be creative with your bench and cover more bases. So I do like it. So there you go. That's why there's 6 subs. No 18th man. Well, at least I think they've got rid of the extra man. It's not on the NRL website anyway, but I guess this way they're still covered. And Paul says Storm 24, Eels 18. Very close to me. 24-16 is what I went with. Very, very close. Let's have a look at this poll. 13 votes. Currently leading is Storm to win by 1 to 12 with 50% of the votes. Fair enough. Fair enough. So going through some of the notes that I had for this game. So firstly, many people know about the record that the Storm and Craig Bellamy hold when it comes to round 1 wins. I said, as much as it's, the record has persisted for decades, it doesn't guarantee a win just because it's round 1. Different lineups, different season, different circumstances could change how this goes. With the Storm, they'll be adjusting to a slightly new spine with Farnlongo. Since Pappenhausen left the club, Munster, Hughes and Grant are still capable of creating chances themselves. Storm's pack full of guys that happily get into the grind, but I was concerned about size last year. I think they lacked a lot of metres through the middle, which was quite unfortunate. They do love the grind, but they weren't really barging their way up the field, which was a little bit disappointing. For the Eels, they'll be adjusting to a slightly new spine as well. Jonah Pezzett comes in to replace Dylan Brown. Pezzett will be alongside Mitch Moses, who's used to running things at the Eels anyway, so slotting in might not be that much of an issue, really. I think the early battle through the middle will be quite close. I need to see Utakamanu being a little bit more dominant this season, but I think him, King and McDonald, the hard-working mobile forwards, but against Hopgood, Harlow and DeBellin, I think they can keep them fairly well contained early on. I just think rotational options with Moale and Kamikamica will make the difference later on in terms of size and real punch through the middle. I can see it being a little bit back and forth early on. Couple points here and there because there's plenty of quality in both sides, but I just think it'll be later in games with the injection of the forwards for Melbourne and Wishart off the bench too, and just all the moments that we could likely see from Munster, Hughes, and Grant, and then even Farlongo, even if structurally Storm are a little bit off, I think him individually inside good attacking positions could still come up with some decent plays. I mean, they might still be setting the spine anyway, but it's just the way I'm seeing it currently. Have you watched any of the Vegas games back? I've not fully watched them back. I've seen the highlights from KR Leeds. I mean, I looked at other clips as well. I've seen it fully. But I've not watched the other Vegas games, the NRL games yet. I'll kind of go into those when I do the predictions next week for round 2. Howdy, Drizzy. Howdy. Damus, good to see you, sir. 2 similar fullbacks going at it. Could be Toa Samoa fullback versus Matimo Tonga fullback. Yes, very true. Very true indeed. Although, I mean, he only played at 6 in the Pacific Championships because it was Hopewati that played at 1, I believe. But I get your point. Do you think Samoa might still persist with Tuivasa-Sheck at fullback, or do you think since Farlongo's going to get a full season at fullback, hopefully he gets a full season at fullback, that he might take the number 1 jersey, or would you still go with Tuivasa-Sheck? Because I think I'd still go with Tuivasa-Sheck. Is this game on Sky? Yes, it's on Sky Sports Plus HD, the main channel. For those in Oz, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to join a Predictions League, an NRL Predictions League, there's a link in the description. It just says NRL Predictions League, and there's a link next to it where it says join here, sign up, join the league. All you have to do every week is just pick your winners. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Sign up, join the league, pick your winners. And that's it. And the website will calculate points based on who you predicted to win and results and stuff like that. And I'll mention those in the predictions videos, so head on over to that. I know you said it in your Super League predictions video, but I think we will have another back reshuffle tonight. I'm thinking what you'll have. Do you know if you have Hardacre back? Because I'm not entirely sure whether you guys have Hardacre. So it's probably Lytton at 1 again, Romano, possibly Hardacre in the centres, Martin and Barron. It's probably not too bad. Arthur, you'd assume, might not be that different from last week unless I missed something. Morning, Fred. Good to see you, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Not sure injuries could happen, but I think Iongi is more dynamic choice at fullback. Hopewati is solid. Very true. Plus, the thing is with Tonga, like, in the last few years when Tui Lolohea has played at 6 for Tonga, his season at the Huddersfield Giants hasn't been that good. And Huddersfield weren't that good in 2025, but he had a pretty good year. Like, Tui Lolohea was actually doing some good stuff for Huddersfield. But he had an injury towards the back end of the season. And I think if they could have gone with Hopewati or even Iongi at 1 and then Lolohea in form at 6, I think Tonga would have been in a much better position than they were. But they had a lot of youth in that side, Tonga, at the back end of last year. Well, I say the back end, in the Pacific Championships. Barron's out. I've completely missed that. Caesar's a doubt and Barron's out. Wow. Okay. Well, if Barron is out, then wouldn't you need Romano in the back line at least? What about Cartwright and Bailey? Are they good to go, or are they unavailable as well? We got just over 5 minutes to go till this game. Tonga need a real 6, and going with that, I think the 9 and 6 is what pulls Melbourne slightly ahead of Eels this game. I think Melbourne by 6. Fair enough. I do think Tui Lolohea comes out of his shell and he really shines a little bit more for Tonga than he does for Huddersfield. But the 9 that I'm a massive fan of, who I think I've said in my season preview, who I think is a good player, I'd have him at my club, Warrington. Like I would love to have him. Is Sonny Luke. I think Sonny Luke could start for any team and do a fine job. I think Sonny Luke is the guy at 9. If they start him at 9, if they need him to do 80 minutes, I've got no complaints about that. I think he's great for that. Cartwright's hammy has gone again. Oh, great. He's got a poke in the eye against York. He's been struggling for vision. Dear. God, it's all happening, isn't it? But yeah, on the Storm comment you made, Damus, about the 9 and 6, I think so as well. Munster's just got this ability in close games when things aren't that clean. There's a couple times last year when the Storm weren't exactly moving the ball around very cleanly, but Munster just kind of came up with something. Just be a step, a kick, just something, a little bit of vision, connection with someone else in the spine. They'd come up with something, and that's what Pappenhausen helped to do to unlock defences. They'd need something, a spark from somewhere, and he'd bring it. So I'm hoping Falongo could do the same. But yeah, Grant from dummy half is ridiculous, and the fact he can just easily get through 80 minutes if you need him to, and maintain the standard throughout a game is ridiculous. Only problem with Sonny Luke is his defence. I've not paid too much attention to that, so I can't really comment on it. I'll take your word for it for now, until I see otherwise. But I always notice his speed from the ruck, and I think he is a real impressive player. And I'd like to see him start somewhere, but I think he's at the Cowboys now, isn't he? But having an option of Marnie and then Luke, I think that's a solid hooker partnership. Come on, Parra, says Sophia. Come on, Parra. All right, then. All right. Let's have it. I mean, I would like the Storm to win because I predicted them to win, but I want Rugby League to win. And with that, glad Moyer's getting a chance at fullback, though. Really like the look of him in that shite season in 2024. Honestly, even though Hull's not my team, I kind of just moved on from that year from Hull FC. I thought everyone forgot about Hull FC in 2024. Wasn't worth remembering. Jonathan, good morning, sir. Losing to the Bulldogs still must hurt. Has to be unmotivated today. Sorry, Broncos. Losing to the... Oh, do you mean the grand... Are you talking about for the Storm in the grand final? Is that what you mean, Jonathan? Made a few changes to your Super League fantasy. Price for Taylor Ray. Cartwright for Mellor at Cass. And Fartilli for Harvey Hill. Right, okay. I took Mellor out of my team, actually, Finn. I made a couple... I saved one just in case. I wanted to take Jowett out because I've got 3 fullbacks in my team. Oh, by the way, NRL Fantasy. I'm doing that for the first time ever. I've not done that before, and I'm now doing it. The information to join, like the pin or password stuff to join NRL Fantasy, the league that I've set up, is also in the description. So the Predictions League link and the fantasy information to join is in the description if you want to get involved. I'll be referencing those in my NRL predictions videos. And if you want to watch the rest of my predictions for this weekend, go watch the video on my channel. It's up. But I have predicted 24-16 to Melbourne Storm. Jack Howarth anytime try scorer. Right, fantasy team. Let's have a gander. I forgot what I did. I wanted to take out Tom Holroyd, but I saved that. I took out Cruz Leeming, put in Danny Walker. I took out Alex Mellor, put in James McDonnell. And I took out Tessie Neo and put in Wonga Blake. And I swapped Taylor Ray to fullback because Jayfield is now out for a couple of weeks with appendicitis. Oh, follow me on TikTok as well. I'm like 100 followers away from 10k. Thank you. Players are coming out very soon. Very, very soon. We're close. We're close. His service and speed from the ruck is good, but back in 2022, I think it was Luke at the World Cup Tour. Samoa found a lot of meters running at him against Tonga. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Parramatta has already beat the Storm this week in court. I'm assuming that's to do with Zach Lomax. I've not really been paying attention with all that shenanigans. When it comes to Rugby League news, I don't really... Honestly, I kind of stay away. Not that I stay away from it. It just doesn't interest me that much. I'll see stuff, but I don't really go into it. How many first choice fullbacks are actually left fit in Super League? Oof. Armstrong's out for Lee. Price for FC. Blake Taff for Cass. You could say 9 levels for Huddersfield, but you'd go with George Flanagan first. I'd say there's maybe 8 or 9 starters. Maybe 10. Well, maybe his defence has improved. That was nearly 4 years ago. It might have done. Fair enough, Sophie. Yeah, fair enough. I get you. Oh, yes, Arthur Morg. I completely forgot. Thank you. Right then. Quick run through the team list. For Storm, they have Farlongo, Warbrick, Howarth, Leo, Meany, Munster and Hughes. The forwards include Utsukamanu, Grant, King, Chan, Lasati and McDonald. The bench, the new 6-man bench, is Wishart, Clark, Kamikamitha, Moale, Con and Tumalatu Brown. Head coach is Craig Bellamy. In the backs for the Eels, they have Iongi, Simonson, Penasini, Kelly, Russell, Pezzett on debut in the NRL and for the Eels at least, and Mitch Moses. The forwards include Hopgood, Smith, Barlow, Williams, Kartoga and DeBellin. I believe this is his Eels debut as well in the NRL. And on the new 6-man bench is Walker, Tuavati, Dury, De Silva, Tulangi and Papali. Head coach is Jason Riles. Let's have it, folks. So, looking at the poll then, we've had 47 votes, 47% say that Storm will win by 1 to 12 points, 23% shared for Storm 13 plus and Eels 1 to 12, 6% say Eels 13 plus. I'll end the poll. Finn, you tell the weather who's boss, mate. You get that weather fixed. Fox will be a big miss. Yeah, I completely forgot about him. In my predictions video, someone mentioned about the backline. I said the backline was at full strength for the Eels. I completely forgot about Addo-Carr, so apologies for that comment. Do you think Tonga, Samoa, and maybe even the Kiwis should take a look at Super League players for depth in some places in the squads? Yes. I think it's about time NRL teams actually start taking Super League players seriously. I understand there's a disparity between the leagues. I get it. We all get it here in Super League, we know. But the players are better than people give them credit for. It's on now. You're going to show us it. Unfortunately, Jacob, I can't. I don't have the rights to show the game. So you're stuck with this. Folks, we're underway. The Eels kick to the Storm. Munster collects. And the first carry of the game is going to be King up towards the 10. Here we go, folks. Come on. Harry Grant waits at dummy half wearing the cap for this one. So is Suafan logo. Next carry is from Stefano Utsukamanu. 20 seconds gone. Storm 15 out from their own line. Is right to Chan up towards the 20 down the right edge of the field. Because I've not had the chance to watch any NRL games yet. I didn't watch the Vegas games, or haven't been able to watch them back just yet. Interesting to see the speed of the ruck, and we have a player down. Oh no. It is McDonald. He is, like, in a daze at the moment. So, oof. Is that a shoulder from Hopgood? It doesn't... I mean, the contact doesn't look great, but I don't... Mate, I think he's done for the day. I think McDonald, after 36 seconds, is done for the day. Is this really going to be a sin bin as well? I hate sin bins in games. Even though I understand them, I just hate seeing them because I feel like it ruins games. It takes away merit, in my opinion. Like, I'm a Warrington Wolves fan. I hate sin bins against our opposition for 2 reasons. 1, we always seem to play worse when we have the extra man. And 2, if we do win, it takes away the merit of actually winning the game. I don't think it's worth a sin bin either. I don't think he's, like, leaning in or promoting a shoulder. I'd say clash of heads more than anything, but... Okay, McDonald is getting up. I don't think it's a sin bin. I understand if it is given as one, but I wouldn't go that far. Right, McDonald will go off for HIA. He's probably done. It'd be a miracle if he comes back on the field. Red card these days in Union? Well, Union can stick to their shenanigans. Right, what's going on here then? Oh, God. Folks.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
It has been 36 seconds, brother. 36 seconds. Okay. Right, so the Eels are down to 12 men for 10 minutes. Alright, yellow card is now on the graphic. There we go. Okay, folks, 1 minute gone. Parra are a man down. Rough start. Harry Grant on the 40, back towards the middle to Utokamanu. Inside Eels territory, they're 35 metres out. Great chance for the Storm to get early points here. Grant goes left to King. Now just shy of the red zone here. Slightly left to centre field. Grant looks left. Goes down the short side left to Lasati. Now 15 metres out. 2 tackles to go. Grant cuts back towards the middle now to Munster. Pops the ball up to Kamikamitha. He's just over the 10. Last tackle for the Storm. And it's a 6 again for the Melbourne Storm. Harry Grant will switch back to Hughes. And he'll just take the carry himself. A lot of early pressure and being a man down as well. This is not good for the Eels. But let's see what they can put up. And the ball's been lost by Utakamanu. Iongi collects it. That's alright. They'll take that. They'll take that all day. You've just got to run down the clock as much as possible. You'll take any mistakes. And a penalty for the Eels. They'll have that. They'll have that all day. It's huge for the Eels just to be able to run down the clock as much as possible and keep the Storm as far away from the try line as possible. But on the side of the Storm, I understand there's hands all over the ball there, and Utsukumanu's lost it, but they've got to be completing sets. You don't need to score on that set, but at the very least, complete the set, put them under pressure. So, off the back of the penalty, the Eels up towards their own 30. 2.5 minutes gone. Smith now with DeBellin. I've heard a lot of people talking positively about Smith, so I didn't really pay enough attention to him last year, but I will really keep my eye on him for the Eels this season. Smith waits a dummy half, slightly right of centre field. Goes left. It is a wayward ball from Smith, though. And it is Kitione Kautoga that collects it down the left edge. The Fijian international. Is that right, I think? Down the short side left. It's now with Pezzett. Good hands. Russell cuts back inside up towards the Storm 30. Last tackle. Not bad territory here for the Eels. Good meters. It's now with Mitch Moses. Under pressure from Hughes. Gets the kick away. Plenty of height on this one. Meany's underneath it. It's going to bounce off Meany, I think. And it'll be a knock on. Okay. So they just said the Storm gets to use 18th man, which means they can use 5 of their bench, and McDonald isn't returning. And it was from foul play. Gotcha. Right. Thank you. I do have sound on from commentary, but as I'm talking over it, I don't hear it sometimes, so thanks for that, Finn. So we've had 3 minutes and 45 seconds gone. It's a knock-on from the Melbourne Storm off the back of a kick, so a scrum for the Eels 10 metres out between the sticks. Great chance. Points would be huge, and then being able to run down the clock even more off the back of it is massive. 6.5 minutes to go for Hopgood's Sinbin. So out the back of the scrum, Moses goes left to Pezzett. There's a step there from Iongi. Bit of room to run. Stop 2 metres out over on the left edge of the field. Plays it for Smith. Goes right to Pezzett, then to Moses. Flat ball to Barlow. A little bit... bit of a waste of a play, unless they're just trying to set up for a specific shape here in a second. They go left to Moses, then across to Pezzett. Out the back to Iongi, tapped on beautifully. Russell cuts back inside the Eels. Mate, the Eels ain't taking no shit today, son. Man down after 36 seconds. Getting a penalty to get up the field. Or they give away the penalty with the foul. The Eels, look at them go. Beautifully done. That tip on there from Iongi was smooth as you like. And the cut back inside, Falongo. He had leverage on the step on the inside. It's nice seeing Moses and Pezzett connect nice and early. The only thing I'm disappointed about with Pezzett is that it's a 1 year thing, and then he's off to the Broncos. And it's great for the Broncos because Pezzett gets a full season as a halfback with, a great partner at 7. But he's only there for a year, which is disappointing. So I don't know what the Eels are going to do next year. Does anyone know if the Eels have a geezer coming through? A lad in the reserves coming through the system? Or are there any rumours about 6s they're going to look for? Dylan Brown's alright. But anyway, that's going to be 4-0 for the Eels with a kick to come. Where's Zach Lomax on the conversion? I wonder. 6 minutes gone. Well done, Russell. In place of the absent Josh Adokar. Talk about players worse a man up. Yeah. I think when teams go a man down, I think it forces them to come out of the shell a little bit. Because you've got to plug more gaps and you've got to be quicker, you've got to be smoother. I think it forces you to hit another level. And the kick from Mitchell Moses is... It's just wide, starts drifting. Well done, Eels. I would feel bad to be wrong about Storm edging it. Yep. You'd not feel bad to be wrong about Storm edging it. Right, gotcha. Could see Lomax could come over to Super League for a bit. He might. I don't know what his situation is currently, but I could see it. I don't know who'd have the cap space. Huddersfield, maybe? Unless York, Toulouse, or Bradford want to splash the cash on him. Or... Do you really think FC's got the cap space? Do you really think so? I highly doubt it. It's a short kickoff from the Storm. Okay, right. It's a medium kickoff, and it just goes straight to the Eels. It's a 4-0 for Para. There's 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go on Jermaine Hopgood's sin bin. He's just waiting in the locker room at the moment. Changing room, sorry. I'm not American. DeBellin with a carry through centre field, a few metres shy of the 40. It's now with Junior Barlow with the next carry, dragging multiple defenders up towards the halfway line. Great carry from Junior Barlow. 4th tackle. Smith down the short side right to Moses. Then to Williams. Good meters here from the Eels. Really good meters. Last tackle. Down the short side right to Moses. Drills the ball low. Finds touch. Will just run down the clock even more. Have I missed something? Did I miss something? I might have missed something here. Mate, that City view is gorgeous, mate. Might have been marquee, but I reckon Price and Knight run a fair chunk. I thought, or I assumed Caesar was the marquee. I assumed. Well, the overseas marquee anyway. Price might have been the homegrown marquee. So Warbrick with a strong carry over the halfway line. I'm not sure what call I missed, but Storm had possession higher up than I thought they would. So I might have missed something there. I do apologise. But they have possession now on the Eels 40. 7.5 minutes gone. Grant goes left to Hughes, switches back to Kamikamitha. Picked up slightly by DeBellin. Taken to ground. 4th tackle, left to Hughes, out the back to Munster. Just pops it up to Lasati, and he stopped just over the 20. Last tackle for Melbourne Storm. They really want to pin the Eels back into the corners here. Munster. Flat ball to Leo, who I've never actually seen before, so this is, he's new for me. And he stops on the 10. Not a great end to the set there. Surely a chip to the corner would have been the better call from Munster, but who am I to argue with Cam Munster of all people? But the Eels have possession on their own 10. Simonson with the first carry. And a few post-contact meters there, actually. Just shy of the 20. Smith. Now with Iongi. On the second tackle, fair enough, from the fullback getting involved. Smith then hands the ball off to Will Penasini. That's Kelly, sorry. My bad, folks. And then it's with Kartoga. Coming up towards halfway. Good meters again from Para. Decent meters. Up towards halfway. Inside Storm territory with Jack DeBellin. And that's nearly 9 minutes gone. Last tackle right to Mitch Moses. That is now 9 minutes gone. Meany underneath it. Collected cleanly, smashed into by Will Penasini immediately after collecting the ball. Huge hit, well timed there from Will Penasini. And the next carry from Moses Leo. through centre field. Harry Grant waits at dummy half, hands the ball off to Nick Meaney. He is quick, Meaney. If he gets some space to run, absolutely Damus. It's really good meters from Para. Really, really good. And, a man down as well. There's a minute left for Hopgood. Utsukamanu plays over Grant. There's a 6 again. It's now in the hands of Kamikamitha. Ruck infringement it was from Parrot. And another 6 again. Down the right edge now with Joe Chan. Good carry there up towards the Parramatta 40. And that's 10 minutes gone now. It's with Kamikamitha. Good meters again, just shy of the 30. Second tackle. It's now with Hughes. Hopgood nearly coming on soon. Munster then across to Farlongo. Just pops it up to Moses Leo. Bit of room to run here. Iongi with a solid tackle. 5 metres out near the left touchline. 3 tackles to go. Meaney back towards the middle to Munster. Then across to Grant. Now with Hughes. Ball over the top. Warbrick collects. Jerome Hughes, what a ball, son. That was delicious. Loop and a half, if I say so myself. Mr. Hughes, gorgeous, mate. Splendid, exquisite. Insert any words that you guys would like to submit via the chat. Delicious. Look at that. Didn't have to break stride at all. Perfectly placed. Perfect. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous stuff. Isn't Rugby League just great? Isn't Rugby League just great? It's like a warm hug, isn't it? It's like a warm blanket. I'm happy. I'm in my happy place. I'm in heaven right now. What do I even call you? Srila 9304. Hello. I'll go with that. Let Storm cook. They are cooking. But Hopgood is now on. It is 4-4. Kick to come for the Melbourne Storm to take the lead. Again, I said 24-16. And Jack Howarth was my anytime try scorer. So we'll see how that goes. I was tempted to go with Meaney first, Warbrick second, but then I thought, you know what? I could just picture Howarth coming up with a try. As Meaney with the conversion near the touchline. The kick is... It is just good. Sneaks in. Just sneaks in. It's going to be 6-4 for Melbourne Storm. We've had 12 minutes gone. And it just feels right. Just feels right. Beautiful. That pass has nothing on Caesar over the top to Martin, though. Come on now, Finn. Come on now. As long as they're not cooking the salary cap again. Allegedly. You still got time to drop the A word in there. Allegedly. Some would say it was a completely fair year. I'm not going to comment, but I mean, some would say. Back underway. Hughes will collect from kickoff, hands the ball off to Kamikamitha. Strong run there from the Fijian, up towards the 20. Good carry. Good carry. He is an absolute unit. And the next carry from Jack Howarth. Good carry from him. Up towards the 30. Utsukamanu with the next one. Now up towards the 40. Good meters early on in this set from Melbourne Storm. Still 3 tackles to go. Farlongo. Good meters from it. Up towards halfway. Beautifully done from Storm off the back of the points. Munster goes left to Lasati. Up towards Paris 40. Be interesting to see how Melbourne does without Bloor and Katoa this season in the back row. I don't know how long Bloor's out for. If it's the whole season, I have no idea. I know Katoa is. But let's see how Chan and Lasati get on. But Paris in possession now. Simonson is a few metres shy of the 20. We've had just over 13 minutes gone. And the next guy from Kelly, over from the Titans. Next carry, I believe that's Williams, up towards the 40 for Para. 2 tackles to go. Hopgood, left to Pezzett, then across to Russell down the left edge of the field. Gets an offload to Pezzett, then tries to offload the ball. I think he knocked on beforehand. Mistake from Para in centre field. This is gifting easy territory to Melbourne Storm here. Not what you want to be doing. But as long as they're solid defensively, it's alright. It's alright. So, mistake there from Pezzett, but young lad, you know, he'll grow, he'll develop. Hope he has a really good year. Really do. So, scrum for Melbourne Storm over on the right edge of the field, on halfway. Out the back for Grant, then to Hughes, across to Munster, fakes the handoff to Farlongo, and he's going to be stopped on halfway. So a lot of lateral movement, not much forwards movement. Farlongo hands it off to Lasati. 14.5 minutes gone. Second tackle for Melbourne Storm. It is right to Utukamanu, down the right edge of the field, up towards the 30. Grant waits a dummy half. Right of centre field, scoots, space behind the ruck. No! No! No, Para. No, you can't. You can't. No. You can't let him just walk through. No. Oh, no. Where was Isaiah Yongi? Where were you? Where did you go? So, Grant with a quick play the ball. Iyongi's in the line. Space behind the ruck. Grant walks through. No, you just can't do that. Not for Harry Grant. You can't. Paradise. Coldplay. What are you doing? Lads. It's going to be 12-4 in a second. It's right in front of the sticks. Brother. I don't know. It was so easy. Why was it so easy? I mean, I know Iyongi was in the line, but why was there so much space behind the ruck? Why was there that much space? I want to see like an angle from in front or behind. I wish I could see Jason Brown's face for that one. He's going to be pissed. He will be pissed after that. Let's have a look at this again. So, quick play the ball for Harry Grant. He's just gone. He hits the defensive line like that, and there's no one to touch him. He is not... No one dives for it. I don't think anyone did dive for him. Not even a fingertip is laid on him. Okay, back underway. Collected by Hughes on the 10, hands it off to Kamikamitha. Eats up a few more metres. Right, come on, Para. Let's switch it up now, lads. Energy. Let's have it. Howarth with a carry up towards the 20. Sorry if that was like loud for the mic or something. I don't think it was, but sorry if it was. King with a carry up towards the 30. 3 tackles to go for Melbourne Storm. He's now with Utagamanu. Bumps off Mitchell Moses. And he comes down on the 40. Grant, right to Munster. Ooh, wanted to go back inside to Farlongo there. We saw that a lot last year, and even the year before with Pappenhausen at fullback. Hughes making some good meters up towards Para's 40, and they had a 6 again on the last play as well. Grant goes left to Munster, then to Lasati, up towards Para's 30. Marcus and everyone thinking of fanning out. They're just, just trying to fill the space but leave gaps. Well, fill the space but leave gaps. Shifting it right now to Hughes, then to Farlongo, across to Howarth. Doesn't give the ball to Warbrick. Comes down and loses possession. Iyongi will collect it. Yeah, knock on. Come on, Howarth. I backed you to score a try. Come on, lad. we are a few minutes away from being done with the first quarter of this game. It's been an action-packed quarter already. Good stuff. Oh, Finn, I think you were here for the Toulouse-Bradford game, right? At least I think you were. I posted the stream highlights onto Facebook. I got a bit of shit from some people in there, actually. Not from any other platform, but I got people that have never commented on Facebook before that were giving me shit for how negative I was. It was very new. It was very, very new. People were not happy with me. So, Eels in possession on their own 10. 12-4 advantage for the Melbourne Storm. And Simonson will take the next carry. Eels 15 out from their own try line. Smith goes right to Williams over the 20. 3 big men in the tackle to slow him down. Smith left to Hopgood. And can he get towards the 30? Just about. Smith left to DeBellin. Then across to Pezzett. Now with Kartoga down the left edge. Could have given the ball away before, but there's an offload here. Iongi, but it's spaced down the left edge up towards halfway. Last tackle for the Eels. Smith, right to Moses. Steps, cross to Barlow, then to Williams. Quick hands across to Kelly. And it was forwards. I did think it was kind of forwards, but I thought we might have just forgotten about that and just kept going. Toulouse fans or Bradford fans? I don't know. I think just Super League fans in general. I don't think... Some of them might have been Bradford fans, because I was quite negative about some of the clips, because Toulouse, I think, were really frustrating to watch. So they kind of killed my energy. Bradford did some good stuff, but Toulouse were that bad, it took away a lot of my energy. So I was a little bit negative during some of the moments, which I think some Bradford fans and other just general Super League fans were not happy with. So we're nearly done with the first quarter. We've got 20 seconds to go till that's done. Grant in centre field goes left to Kamikamitha. He takes it over the Eels 40 with an extra 5 metres. 3 tackles to go. Right to Hughes. Pops the ball up to Chan and he will drop the ball. Para have possession. First quarter is now done, folks. Hey. Next carry, Simonson over the 40, spins, he's still going. Good carry there from Simonson. Good stuff. Second tackle. Eels are in good territory at the moment, up towards halfway. Ooh, Williams nearly lost the ball. Still 3 tackles to go. Walker is now on the field. Left to Barlow, then to Walker, across to Pezzett. Flat ball to Kautoga, might have been forward slightly, but we're playing on. 2 tackles to go, 35 out. There's a scoot here from Smith. Gets the ball off to Walker in a bit of a dangerous position there. Not a great option from Smith. It's going to be the last tackle. About 30 metres out, right to Moses. Engage the line, trying to get around Grant. Across to Kelly. Steps back inside. Can he maybe get a pass off? He does to Simonson. Back inside to Kelly. That was decent there from Para. That would have been a hell of a try if they got that down. Really good effort there. Down the short side right. Really good effort. I like that. But Melbourne Storm are going to be a metre in front of their own try line on this set. Moses, where you going, mate? Moses Leo, take a step back, son. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? You ain't getting away with that, pal. Get back there. Storm 5 out from their own try line. Next carry from Moses Leo. Taking it over the 10 with a few extra metres. Suafalongo. 15 out from his own line. Now with Warbrick up towards the 20. I hope Warbrick can get a full season this year. Staying nice and healthy. That would be good for him. Maybe work his way back into the Kiwis side for the World Cup. Possibly. We'll see. And a kick on the 4th tackle here. I think that was from Munster. Over the head of Simonson. And this bounces to about 15 out from the Eels try line. Simonson takes it over the 20. 3 defenders pushing back a metre or 2. 18 minutes to go in the first half. Mitchell Moses gives the ball to Iongi. Just shy of the 30. Moses now with Russell. First try scorer of the day, by the way, for those that missed it, was Russell. Next carry from Kelly. Wow, he's still going. And gets an offload as well. It could be a 6 again. It might have been batted down. Okay, they're saying... Okay, ref said knock on. Eels are challenging. I think they'll win this challenge. I think that was batted down by the Melbourne Storm, that, and I think it'll be a fresh set for the Eels. I think. That's what me thinks. Okay, let's have a gander. What? What? Sorry. What? Okay. Alright. Well, that's an unsuccessful challenge for the Parramatta Eels. Oh, the sin bin. I forgot about the sin bin. Must have blended in. God damn it, Bobby. Ha! Far out. Sorry to the Aussies in the chat. Sorry about that. I'll never do it again. Actually, I probably will, but I apologise at least for now. So, scrum for the Melbourne Storm on their own 40. And I don't know what the hell happened there. We'll go again with the scrum. Let's not turn into Union and take 5 minutes to pack a scrum here, please, boys. Right, 17 minutes to go in the first half. It's with Munster. Then to Hughes. I need to yawn. This is not good timing. Howarth in possession up towards the halfway line. It is now with Chan taking it inside Eels territory. Mulatalo and Asako, pretty stiff competition for starting wingers. Yeah, I'd go with those two. Good point. Yeah, I completely forgot about those two, but yeah, I'd go with those. I like Warbrick, and yes, I agree. Should probably get in the squad, but you can't drop those guys. Storm about 25 out. Munster going right to Hughes, then to Suafalongo. Cross to Jack Howarth, trying to get around Penasini. That's Kelly. For God's sake, man. I do apologise. Last tackle. Hughes with a chip towards the back right. Plenty of height on this one. Warbrick collects. Trying to push towards the try line. He stopped 2 metres short. A metre or two. Warbrick is tall. And he's pretty good in the air. So, could be a target for the rest of this game towards that back right. Kelly with the first carry for Parrot. It's pushed back a couple of metres. But it's a penalty. Couple times the Storm been giving away penalties in this territory. Mitch Moses will kick to touch. 5 out from his own line. And they'll start a fresh set. 25 out from their own try line. Kitione Kartoga with the first carry of this set. 15 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. Smith, now with Hopgood, takes a carry up towards the 40 for the Parramatta Eels. Hughes has a good boot. Kind of unfair when Coates is playing a Warbrick on the other wing. Yeah. It's crazy options on the wing. Oof. Barlow loses possession on Storm's 40. Munster goes right to Chan. Good carry from him. Smashed into the ground by Kartoga. Good tackle. But a fresh set for Melbourne Storm just inside Para territory. Short side right to Hughes. Then to Farlogo. Stopped on the 40. Claims of a high shot. And it is a high shot, apparently. Who'll score next, Legend? I think it's Cade. Who will score next? If you're saying team... If you're asking team, I'm going to say Melbourne. If you're asking player... I'll go Jack Howarth. I've backed him for any time. I feel like that right edge for Melbourne's looking a bit slick at the moment. Grant goes left to Hughes. Then to Utagamanu. Takes a carry over the 20. That is true, Damus. That is true. Grant in centre field goes left to Hughes. Flat ball to King. Stopped on the 10. 3 tackles to go for Melbourne Storm. Grant goes right to Munster, then across to Hughes. It is now with Chan, stops a few metres short of the line. It is right to Jack Howarth. Would you look at me go, folks? Would you look at me go? Feel free to ask me any more questions about the future. I'm here, hopefully, for another 60 years. Ask whatever you like. Just not the lottery numbers, because it's a bit too specific. But, Jack Howarth with a try. Come on! Okay, well that's going to be 16-4 for the Melbourne Storm, with a kick to come. Let's just calm it down, Melbourne, because I've got an exact score prediction to get here, and you're kind of going a little bit too fast here. A little bit too quick. I do need them to get the kick, though. Fox Marshall, howdy, sir. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you in for a while. But I'm not doing too bad, sir. I'm enjoying this game. It's good to be back. I'm liking it. Good vibes, good feeling. Storm scored right again. There you go, Cade. You asked. I answered, sir. There you have it. Hope you're watching the Broncos tomorrow. I am. So, for streams for this weekend, I'm doing Wakefield vs Hull FC later. And then Friday, I've got Broncos vs Panthers. Saturday, I'm doing St Helens vs Bradford. And then Sunday, I'm doing Leeds vs Castleford. So I'll try and get some more NRL games in next week, but I'm off to York vs Warrington this weekend. So that kind of stops me from doing some games Saturday morning. But I'll try and do some more NRL games next week. But the kick was also good, so it is 18-4. Nick Meaney. Do you know what? I don't even remember what fantasy team I put together. Brisbane Penrith will be an instant classic. You'd hope so. You would certainly hope so. I'm looking forward to that. 12 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first half. Next carry from Chan. Another strong carry from him, actually. He's done a solid job. Next carry then from King for the Melbourne Storm. 12 minutes to go, up towards his own 30. 3 tackles to go. Left to Lasati, up towards the 40. Grant goes right to Munster, then to Tukamanu. Had an option out the back, but takes the carry up towards halfway. Now the last for Melbourne. 11.5 minutes to go in the first half. Grant goes right to Hughes. Under pressure from Smith. Steps past him though, chips and chases. Can he get the bounce? Collected by Yongi, room to run. Has he got support? Maybe a little bit around him, but takes it over the halfway line. Well collected from Yongi. Good meters. Hi, James. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Parra shifting it right. Can he get around Meany? Yes, he can. Chance here in the corner. There's a lot of work to do, though. A lot of work to do. No way. Oh, he's just lost it. Oh, good effort, Penasini. He just lost it. Oh, no. Oh. Good stuff from Hughes. Little step past Smith. Chip and chase. Oh, mate. Can the Eels get their second try after this set? Maybe. If they can keep the Storm pinned back, I think on their next attacking set they could do. 10.5 minutes to go. Storm in possession. Warbrick with a strong carry just shy of the 20. You need Falongo and Chan to score to win your multis. I can see Chan scoring, actually. I think his carries have been good, and that right edge for Storms look decent. So I can see Chan scoring. Falongo we'll have to see. But I'm not too bad. Thank you, sir. Thank you for asking. I'm splendid. 10 minutes to go. Utakamanu plays it in centre field for Grant. He goes left to King, up towards the 40. 2 tackles left for the Storm. Grant faking down the short side left. Oh, he fakes his own teammates out. It is left to Munster. Boot to ball on the last. Iongi is underneath it. Collects it on the 10. Scans the line. Takes it up towards the 20. 9.5 to go. Oof. Iongi's down. Iongi is down. Oh no. Clock is stopped with 9 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Let's have a look at this. Potential crusher from Utakamanu. Well, potential high shot as well. From New Zealand. Well, very nice. I would like more people from Australia and New Zealand to stop by. I get a lot of people from Papua New Guinea as well. So if you are from PNG, howdy. Good to see you. But yeah, it would be nice to get more people from Australia and New Zealand in the streams. That'd be cool. So, Para in possession. Push back all the way to their own 20. And the whistle was blown for... Oh, Iongi now has to go off. Mitch Moses is not happy. Mitch Moses, what are you doing, sir? Pretty tricky to find free viewing of this game, lol. Are there different broadcast deals between Australia and New Zealand? Like, you don't get the exact same broadcast options? Dylan Walker in centre field. Wait, is it Dylan? Is it Dylan? That's the name that comes to mind. Have I just made that up? No, I haven't. Thank God for that. Dylan Walker. But now it's a whole different play. Moving on. De Silva enters the field. Now with Walker. Flat ball to... I'm not sure who 16 is. I haven't got the numbers on the screen here, for God's sake. Apologies. Walker pops the ball up to Hopgood, gets an offload to De Silva. Now towards the 20. 16 is Dury. I was going to guess Dury. Shifting it right. Is that Papali on the field as well? God, they're making all the changes here, Parrot. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. They're 20 metres out. Last tackle. Now with Mitch Moses under pressure on the inside from Munster. Collected by Suafang Logo right in front of the try line. Kautoga straight into him. A scoot here from Hughes, just shy of the 10. Kiwi streaming from Chile. Nice. Cage from New Zealand too. Sky is so expensive now. Had to cancel a sub. That's unfortunate, mate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Eno, are you saying New Orleans, Eno? Storm in possession, 7.5 minutes to go. Last tackle. Eels have restricted meters fairly well here. And it's a Burton bomb from Munster. Collected on the full by Simonson. Over the 40 already. And he's just shy of the halfway line. So Parramatta in really good field position to start this set. Now with Russell. Takes it inside Storm territory. Kelly over on the left edge waits at dummy half. He's going to take the carry himself over the 40. Just less than 7 minutes to go. De Silva goes right to Hopgood. I need to yawn. Sorry, folks. Right to Moses. Then to Papali. Across to Penasini. 15 metres out near the right touchline. 6 minutes 40 to go. He's now with Moses. Left to Walker. Flat ball to Hopgood. Can he get an offload? Not quite. 9 metres out between the sticks. Last tackle for the Eels. De Silva, flat ball to Walker. Couldn't really give the ball, but lose it backwards. Or maybe gets an offload. 6.5 to go, but it is a handover right in front of the Storm try line. The Eels piling on a little bit of pressure now. Just a little bit. Can they find points before the end of the first half? Maybe. But it's Moses Leo with the first carry of this set up towards the 10. We have different broadcast options. 0 free sports for any sports the New Zealanders follow on TV. We have 3 NFL games on the telly. 0 rugby union and 0 rugby league. Jeez, okay. Oh dear. Can Eels break the non-scoring curse? I might have missed out on this curse. You may have to educate me on that. Give the man a thumbs up. See, there you go. James gets it. Thanks, James. What a guy. Kick on the last day from Melbourne Storm. It is collected on the 10 by Papali. Oh, yeah, that's why he came on, because Yongi went off for the HIA. Well done, me. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Moses goes right to Penasini, and it's actually a 6 again for ruck infringement. That's Simonson, sorry, my bad. Now it's with Penasini up towards the 40. Use VPN to watch Australian TV to watch NRL. Well, that's fair enough. You got to do what you got to do. Desperate go score before halftime. Yeah, I've got a feeling the Eels might get some points here. Shifting it right. Good movement. That is nicely done. Can Simonson get back up quickly enough? Unfortunately not. Oh, but it's a penalty for Para. There was a late shot on someone. Is that De Silva? Dury? I think that's Dury. Yeah, it is. I saw the stash and I thought, must have been De Silva, but it is not. But yeah, penalty for Parrot. Clock is stopped with 4 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the first half. I can see Parrot getting some points here. It won't give you won't give you a virus. It's just, if in case you want to become a member of the channel, I've got a Patreon page that I'm going to start putting content on soon, like behind the scenes stuff. The QR code will take you to the Patreon page, or there's a link in the description if you feel safer doing that. I could put all sorts on that QR code, couldn't I? I could do anything with it. Maybe next time. Eels, 20 metres out, 4.5 minutes to go. In centre field with Pezzett. Flat ball to Katoga, possibly forwards. Just over 10 metres out. De Silva, left of the post, goes right to Pezzett, across to Moses. Bit of room to run, just inside the 10, right of the post, 8 or 9 metres out. Surely a 6 again. Yeah, he was holding on for way too long then. Back towards the middle now to Pezzett. Switches back and just hands the ball off. The Eels are now 10 metres out. Shifting it left to Pezzett. Flat ball to Katoga. Nearly breaks through the line. Hughes just slowed him down enough. De Silva. Ooh, incorrect play. The ball from Katoga. Oh no, Para. Oh dear. Chance to build some pressure. What are you doing? Oh no. You silly goose. You silly goose, Kittione. God. What are you like? This will be a scrum for the Storm on their own 10. Is Craig Bellamy ever happy? Is he ever happy? Do you think? Has anyone seen him smile, even when things are going well? Warbrick with a carry out the back of the scrum. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Who's this coming on for Storm? Is it debut? Cooper Clark? Is this debut? I think it is. Folks, I think we're about to see a young lad make his debut. Oh, it's kicking off. Come on. Go on, swing. Take a swing. Do it. You won't. You won't do it. Go on. Go on, knock him out. I don't even know what happened. I just kind of missed it. Harry Grant just giving it the big uns. What you like, eh? What you like? Let's go follow and go. Come on, get one. Only one. He might. I reckon towards the back end of the game when defenders are tired, I think that's when he's going to be more effective and could get something. Let's go Storms. Says Sreel. I'll call you Sreel. Unless you want to tell me otherwise. You really are an instigator. They can't hear me. It's not my fault, Damus. I didn't even say anything. I don't even know what you're talking about. Spreading rumours, honestly, you. 15 metres out. Great chance for Parra. Right to Pezzett. Then across to Moses. Flat ball to Penasini. Stopped about 7 or 8 metres out over the right edge of the field. 1 minute 45 to go. Papali comes back towards the middle to Mitch Moses. Then across to Walker. Now to De Silva. Then to Pezzett. Tries to get the ball away, but he's hit by Chant. Right. Is there any need from that? Is there any need for him to get in Jonah Pezzett's face? Any need at all? I know they were former teammates from last year. I don't know if they had disagreements in training or he's just doing it because he was a former teammate. But is there any need? Okay. Who's your favourite team? So for Super League, I'm a Warrington Wolves fan. For the NRL, I've got a few different teams that I just like. I picked a team in 2014 and that was the Roosters. But for me, it's just about who is fun to watch. So I like the Raiders. During COVID, I loved watching Manly. During COVID, they were so fun. And I like the Sharks. But I really want the Dolphins to do well. I really want the Dolphins to do well. So, 24 seconds to go. Munster with a carry over the 20. The prop forward, Cameron Munster. That's Taiki Chan from Wish. Bloody hell. Oof. Clark with a carry. Nearly mooning us. 10 seconds to go. 2 tackles left. Grant goes left to Munster. Pops it up to Lasati. Takes it over the 40. Can they get to play the ball quickly? They do. Short side left to Munster. Just dinks it into touch. And that's going to be half-time, folks. 18 points to 4. Decent first half. Exciting stuff. There's a fair bit going on. Shenanigans early on with a sin bin. And a failed HIA. McDonald's done for the game. But that's alright. That's a decent half, that. Unfortunately, Rugby Edits, I don't have the rights to show it. Unfortunately. It would be very surprising if you were able to find the full match on YouTube. That'd get shut down real quick. Well, I would say the Storm definitely deserve the lead. I was asked by, I think it was Cade that asked, who was scoring next, and I was able to correctly predict it. Up the Wars. Well, sometimes, didn't mention the Warriors, sometimes you just got to say it, Damus. Sometimes you just got to say it. But Rugby Edits, you know, if you can't find the game anywhere, and, you know, you want to stick around, you're welcome to do so. The more the merrier. And I'll do my best with, you know, information and all that jazz. But do what you like. Do what you like. Okay. I'm glad we've got a decent number of people here. I wasn't sure what I was going to get. I thought there might be fairly low numbers, but decent numbers. Got 55 people in here. You're in Japan. Very nice. I'd love to go to Japan one day, actually. That'd be cool. Oh, we've had a few new subs as well since starting. We've had 22 subs so far. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. So, quick shameless plugs. Firstly, if you want to join my NRL Predictions League, which I'll be running alongside my NRL Predictions videos, there is a link in the live stream description. So it's for the legs.com.au platform, who I'm teaming up with this year to bring you the NRL Predictions League. So all you have to do, click the link, sign up, and then just pick your winners for the round. That's all you've got to do. Just pick your winners, and you'll get points based on odds, basically. So if you predict an underdog to win, and they do win, you'll get more points. So yeah, sign on up for that. And if you want to join the NRL Fantasy League as well, there's information there. I have to say, it's pretty impressive to know so much about both Super League and NRL squads. Well, fortunately, I've got the time. I've got the time to learn. It was kind of it was during COVID when, well, I didn't have much to do, so I was just watching a lot of games, and I was able to be up at the most random times. So I started watching the NRL properly in about 2020. That then persisted into 2021, and then midway through 2022, I thought, I'm going to start making content for the World Cup. So I didn't do anything for the season, but then learnt about a lot more niche players during the Rugby League World Cup. Some of the guys from like Cook Islands and Fiji and Wales, Lebanon, so a lot of guys that I didn't know about. So, yeah, I've been fortunate enough to have the time to learn. Surprised it all gets stuck in there. Upon watching NRL, this can only go well. Okay, Ibrahim. Alright now. Steady on, pal. Okay. Get bullied here. It's not good. Parramatta comeback. I've got a feeling there's still points in this Parasite. Not Parasite. Parasite. Sharks suck. I don't know about that one. Sharks have a great team. I think they're on for a premiership this year. And I know there's people that are watching this that just laughed as I said that, but if you look at the team they've got, surely they're at least within the conversation. I want to see a big step up from Hines this year. Yeah, but the Eels beat other teams last year. Everyone loses to everyone at some point. So it happens. Swings and roundabouts. Ups and downs, peaks and troughs, hills and valleys, and all that. I think Titans beat Sharks 40-30. They might have done last year, but I know the Sharks battered them last year as well, like 50-something to 24. Even, didn't the Titans upset someone last year as well? Everyone loses to everyone at some point. It's not really that much to read into, if I'm honest. Okay. Is there any team in the world named after a parasite that would be funny? Like the Leeches, Lampreys team? Okay, that's a great question. Are there any sports teams in the world named after a parasite? The short answer is no. There are no well-known professional sports teams that appear to be named after a parasite. I'm not even reading that out loud. I'm not just seeing that. Just to tell you, the Titans haven't lost a game the whole year. Give us a premiership. Since you asked for it, might as well. I saw that, Srill. I saw that. I saw you were in Japan. I mentioned that before. Storm have looked pretty good down that right edge. They're not done too much down the left, but they've been fine. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I don't know. Srilak Shmivenu Gopal. I don't know how to say that, and I don't know I don't know if that's a first name or last name. Okay, I'm going to call you Sid from this point on. Thank you for that. Right. We got there, didn't we? We got there. Okay. I'll put up another poll. Will the Eels come back to win? Yes or no? Interesting to watch an NRL game? Well, you were in my stream last year? Were you? Did you have a different name? Because that name doesn't look familiar. Like, there might have been another Roosters v... Is that the one where the Eels basically, like, demolished the Roosters very early on? Like, they just dominated them really early? I might remember. Sounds familiar. What the balls is that percentage? Have I missed some stats? Let's have a look. Have I missed stats? Not sure. Okay, right. So there's a poll in the live stream chat asking, do you think the Eels will come back and win? Sidio? It sounds vaguely familiar. So possibly. But welcome back. It's good to have repeat viewers. If Storm stop getting the rub of the green, it will be better second half. When you say rub of the green, do you mean like the referee giving them chances? Because I don't think the ref's been that favourable to Storm, if I'm honest. Well, thinking about it, actually, there's been a lot of 6 agains. I don't know. I tend not to question refs on 6 agains and penalty calls in the ruck because I can never tell. I can never tell. There's so much going on. You're doing your homework for school. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I would hope you've at least done it by now. Okay. So let's look at this poll. 21 votes. 52% say that Eels will come back to win. Interesting. Okay. Fair dues, fair dues. Refs will be like, if he heard you say that, don't you freaking judge me. Well, who am I to judge, you know? I always sort of think, if it's a very slow ruck, like, I can tell if the ruck's really slow or someone's holding on for too long. You can tell with major ruck infringements, but there's somewhere it's like, there's minimal stuff going on. You can barely tell a damn thing. So I just tend not to question the refs on it. They go through reviews like every single week. They look at everything. They constantly talk about stuff. So they know what's right and what's wrong for the most part. Do they always get it right? No, but they know what to look out for at the very least. So who am I to question them on it? Some more to Kamanu and Chan handling errors would help Eels have a chance of doing that. Possibly. Chan's been good though. Why was the youngie subbed off? HIA. There was a high shot / crusher from Utsukamanu, but nothing happened to him. But yeah, independent doctor. David. Morning, David. Good to see you again. The off-season went so fast. It did, actually. The first part of pre-season feels slow. As soon as you get into the new year, it's like it starts ramping up. But yeah, it did feel quite fast overall. Actually, I suppose it's because we've got more internationals in off season, so it's like it doesn't feel like it takes as long. Do you have a wife? I do not. I do not. Single Pringle over here, and some of you are thinking, oh yeah, I understand why. But no. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Did it look bad? Like it wasn't going to pass his HIA? Sorry, I missed the game. It's all good. It didn't look terrible, to be honest. I think he's probably going to be okay, but I've not heard anything yet, so I don't know. Yeah, that's me, Sid. That's me. God. Parramatta versus Peter Volandi's favourite team? Well, you've got to love someone, haven't you? So, we're about to get underway with the second half. 18-4 advantage for the Melbourne Storm. I think there's still points in Para. I need a try and a kick from Melbourne, and I need 2 tries and 2 kicks from Para. And that's the exact score. Sorted. Were you the guy that streamed the preseason Dolphins-Titans, where Titans won 24-12? No, I didn't stream any preseason games, so it was not me. Melbourne Storm are on the way out. Hey. All right. Moments away from getting started in the second half. Moments away. Melbourne should have had a sin bin. Oh, you're talking about Utagamanu? On Iongi, is that what you're talking about? Do you like Pepsi Cola? I do. I've not had it for a while though. I'm on a diet. I've been on a diet for 2 months, which has gone very well actually. I've lost 25 pounds in 7 or 8 weeks. You can do it too, folks. You can do it too. Okay, folks, second half is underway. Here we go. Parramatta Eels, first possession of the half, up towards the 20 with, I believe that is Simonson. It is. Sad to hear about Katoa. Is his career over? I don't know. Maybe. I know his season's over already. Hopgood, great carry. Over the 40, a few metres shy of halfway, 3 tackles to go. Iongi is now back on the field. Walker with a carry into Storm territory. Really good start to the half here for Parrot. They've just got to finish the set, get into the corners, be disciplined off the back of it. Next carry here from Penasini. Right to Mitch Moses, chips the ball towards the back right. There's a chase here from Simonson. Oof, collects it. He does drop it forwards. Storm will have possession on their own 10. Really good meters from Parrot there. Really good. Storm, with their first possession, they take it over the 20. You're in Sydney and they haven't even kicked off on your TV. App is always behind. Shocking. Have a word, David. Have a word. A strongly worded email will sort that out real quick. There's a minute and a half gone in the second half. Second tackle as well. It's Warbrick with the next carry. Good carry up towards the 40 for the Storm. Grant left to Clark. Forgot his name for a second then. Monster switches back to Lasati. He takes it over the Eels 40. Will Para score the first points? I'm not sure. Wishart's on the field. Right to Hughes. I need to yawn again. Sorry. But it is a handover. Eels have possession on their own 30. It's going to be Kelly with the first carry. Doesn't get too far up the field. I'll say, how come they get it faster in the UK? Let him know. Let him know it's not on. It's not good enough. Sick of it. 2.5 minutes gone. Right to Dury. That is Dury. Sorry. You'd love that, wouldn't you, Jamie? You'd love that. Left to Kautoga, up towards the 40. 35 metres out. It is with De Silva, goes right to Hopgood, shifting it right across to Moses. Now with Yogi, steps off his right foot, stopped on the 20. Moses, back towards the middle to Dury, then to Walker. Flat ball to Hopgood, gets an offload, but it's collected by Jerome Hughes. And up towards the 20. Bet Craig is raging, and I think he'll be okay. He'll look miserable, but he'll be alright. He's a softy at heart, I reckon. Farlogo in possession, has to play this ball for Meany, who scoots. There's nobody at marker. 3.5 minutes gone. 3 tackles left for Melbourne Storm as well. They're up towards halfway with Jack Howarth. So with Hughes, bit of space behind the ruck, up towards Paris 30. Last tackle. Grant, short side right to Munster. Chips the ball towards the back right. Iongi underneath it, goes up, collects it cleanly. And will play this 15 out from his own try line. Para with a long way to get up the field. It's going to be Russell with the first carry. Up towards the 20. Just over 4 minutes gone. Kelly with the next carry. Good meters there. Up towards the 30. De Silva with a scoot. I need to yawn again. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Moses fakes a handoff to the left. Is wrapped up by Cooper Clark. There we go. I got it in the end. Tough kick to take, but it's collected cleanly by Suafalongo. Cutting towards the left edge. Gets it off to Meany. Then across to Moses Leo. Steps back inside. Good meters there from Melbourne. If we beat Bradford, will you stop hating us? I don't hate Saints. I don't hate the Saints. Relax. I just thought Bradford might win. Okay? Just thought they might win. God. Howarth with a scoop from dummy half. 5 minutes gone in the second half of this game. Grant goes left to Wishart. Switches back to King and up towards Paris 40 with 2 tackles to go. Grant doesn't give the ball to Wishart, who was running with a bit of speed then. And it's a 6 again for the Storm. They are 30 metres out. Grant plays this for Munster. Goes right to King. Takes it up towards the 20. Second tackle coming up. Grant gives it to Hughes. He'll switch back to Wishart. 7 offloads for Para, just the 1 for Melbourne. Interesting. But the Storm 15 metres out. Third tackle in centre field. Grant goes left to Hughes. Then across to Munster. Flat ball to Lasati. Nearly breaks through the line. Very nearly. 6 minutes gone in the second half. It's now with Munster. Flat ball to Clark. He is going to play this a metre in front of the try line. Just left of the post on the last tackle. Grant launches it right to Hughes. Engage the line. Flat ball to Chan. Nicely done. They've looked good down that right-hand side. I was feeling a try coming from Chan at some point, but they've looked good. Chan's carries have been great. And as I just said twice, down the right side they've looked good. But there you go. Joe Chan getting some points. That is the lead extended for Melbourne Storm. I don't know if Para's going to come back to win this one. I don't think it's in them. I think they should get the kick as well, so I'll give them the conversion. I just need Para to get 2 tries and 2 kicks, and I've got an exact score prediction here. That's all I need. That's all I need. Can Para score after this set? Maybe. They get their act together. They've still got plenty of time to come back in it, though. Plenty of time. I forgot to end the poll as well. There we go. .33 minutes to go. It is 22 points to 4, but I do think Meany should be able to get the conversion, so I've just given them the kick. Beautifully done from the Melbourne Storm. That's a massive gap, though. That's a huge gap. Nick Meaney with a relatively easy kick here. And the kick is good. Okay, it is 24 points to 4. Right, Melbourne, that's you done for the day. You just chill. You got 24 points like I said you would in my predictions. I predicted Jack Howarth anytime try scorer. You just let Parra score 2 and kick 2, alright? Just simmer down. Ease up, okay? I'm trusting you. Please. They didn't hear me. Unless Craig's watching the live stream from the coach's box. Hi, Craig. Off the back of kickoff, it is with Cooper Clark up towards the 10 and a few metres over it, still pumping his legs. Good stuff, young man. Grant hands it off to Lasati with a strong carry over the 20. I like Lasati's build. It's a good mix of size and speed, really. King with a carry over the 30 for Melbourne. Down the right edge of the field. Grant goes short side right, but then goes back inside to Falongo. Up towards the halfway line. Last tackle for the Storm. It's the 4th, sorry. Grant up towards the 40. Still going. Now with Hughes back inside to Falongo. Bit of room to run here, maybe. Up towards the 30. Now the last tackle. 80 again. Oh my god. Chip towards the back right. Please don't score from this. It is batted backwards by Kartoga. And Parramatta Eels in possession just short of their own 20. It is now with Russell with the first carry of this set. Still 15 out from their own try line. 31 minutes to go. 3 tackles left for Parra on their own 20. Now it's Simonson. Just shy of the 30. Mate, Dury looked knackered. He looked absolutely knackered. Oh my god. Last tackle, Eels up to their own 40. There's a kick from Moses. Plenty of distance on that. Bloody hell, he's good with these kicks. Collected on the full by Suafan-Longo. And he takes it over the 20. Decent return. Great kick from Moses. So important to have kicking like that in a side. Will Parra come back? I don't think they will. I could see them getting another try or two, but I don't think they'll come back to win it. Half an hour to go, folks. 30 minutes remaining. It's with Jack Howarth. Bit of space behind the ruck to make up more metres. Up towards halfway. 2 tackles left. Grant goes right to Hughes. Back inside to Wishart. They've done this a couple times. Last tackle. Harry, pick the ball up, man. It's a 6 again for Melbourne. 30 metres out. Utagamani with the next carry. Stop just shy of the 20 for Melbourne Storm. Grant goes left to Clark. Another 6 again. Taking it over the 10. Bloody hell. Good carry, son. Good carry. About 6 metres out left of the post. It's with Munster. Switches back to Wishart. He's going to play this 3 or 4 metres out in front of the left post. Great chance for the Storm to get some more points here. Grant is going to go himself. Don't let him do it. No, don't let him do it. Oh, Parra. Easy try for Harry Grant between the sticks. Mate. I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. I'm sorry that I'm being so quiet, but I don't know what to say. That'll be 30 points to 4 in a second. I'm so sorry. I just don't know what to say after that. Do I be positive about Harry Grant, or do I be negative about the Eels, or both? Okay, Harry Grant is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's 2 tries. $28 points to 4, but Meany will add the extras in front of the post in a second. There's 28 minutes to go. Yeah, I think it might be Cade. I think it might be. The kick from Meany is good. 30 points to 4 with 27.5 minutes to go. Here's a question. Is Harry Grant the best 9 to play the game? Or is there a better 9 that's existed? Would you say Cam Smith, for example? Or is it Harry Grant? Who is the best 9 to play the game? So, back underway. 27 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Collected by Hughes. Gives it to Farlongo. Now to Utsukamanu with a carry over the 10. Next carry from Lasati. Up towards the 30. Good meters there. Good post-contact meters. Jason Rowles watching on. Doesn't look too happy. Clark with the next carry for Melbourne. Now with Wishart, then to Chan with another strong carry. Grant goes left to Farlongo. Gets an offload back to Grant. Then across to Lasati, up towards the Eels 40. Now just shy of the 30. Last tackle coming up for Melbourne. They made 65 metres on that set. Damn. So with Hughes, kicks on the last, down the short side left. Youngie underneath it, goes up. Knocks on. Collected by Smith, and this will be a Melbourne ball. I think there's a chance Melbourne hit 50 here. I think there's a real chance. 26 minutes to go. Well, they'd have to get 4 more tries and at least 3 kicks, 2 kicks. Yeah, at least 2 kicks. I need to yawn again. Oh. It's Kamanu, 5 metres out left of the posts. Grant across to Munster in centre field. Cuts back inside, gets an offload to Grant. Flat ball to Chan. He's a few metres out just right of the sticks. Third tackle, Grant launches it left to Munster. Straightens up, takes the carry himself. He's 5 metres out left of the post now. 2 tackles left. Munster plays for Grant. Flat ball to Utsukamanu. Let me say that one again. Plays it a metre out. Flat ball to Clark. Can he get it down? Oh, nearly. Nearly. I think, was it Dylan Walker's dump truck that kept that off the ground there? I think it was. Sorry, Dylan, I wasn't looking, but... Damn. I think it probably would have been seen as a loose carry. This might be given as a loose carry. Like he's lost control of it. So close. Good defensive effort that time. A little bit too late at this point. Yeah, I think that's a loose carry there from Clark. So I think this will be a 20-metre tap. 7 tackle set. Which Parrot really need. They really need. Okay. Next carry is a lost ball from Para. The Storm are in possession 30 metres out. Oh my god. Lasati makes about a metre. Grant goes right to Wishart, then to Hughes. Switches back to Chan. Taking it just over the 20. 3 tackles to go in this set. 24.5 minutes left as well. Grant goes left to Hughes. Munster across to Farlongo. Then to Moses Leo in the corner. Moses Leo gets himself a try. Don't have a clue about this geezer, but I shall be learning this year. Well done, sir. The points just keep rolling. They keep stacking up for Melbourne. The first half wasn't that bad from Parramatta. It wasn't terrible. But defensively, they are just leaking at the moment. They are leaking. Ain't no plumber fixing this. Para can't score 26 more points. There's no way. Yeah, definitely not. I can see 1 or 2 more tries. Like I said, I feel like they might get 1 or 2 more. But if they don't, I wouldn't be surprised. Simple stuff there from Melbourne. Just shifting the ball across. Just flat balls. Getting leverage on the opposite centre there from Moses Leo. Simple stuff, but effective. Cool and groovy. Hey. We have 23 minutes to go. Tough kick here for Nick Meaney. But he can do it. I believe in you, Nick. You've got this one. Just got to believe in yourself, really. And that's a message for all of you watching. Just believe in yourself. The kick's good, by the way. And that's because he believed in himself. Yeah? Ain't just about rugby league on this channel. It's about, lessons for life. So, keep that in mind. It's free advice. Believe in yourself. Okay then, 36 points to 4. But this is now technically 36 unanswered points. Kamikamitha with the first carry in this set takes him just over the 10. 22.5 minutes to go. It's fairly slow to play the ball here. Grant gives it to Howarth up towards the 20. Next carry from Utskamanu. Can Melbourne hit 50? Yes, they absolutely can. I can definitely see at least 2 more tries from Melbourne. But yeah, I think they can hit 50. Munster with a carry up towards the 40. 22 minutes to go. Plays for Grant on the 4th. Goes right to Suafalongo. Up towards halfway. Last tackle for Melbourne Storm. Grant right to Hughes. Puts boot to ball. Comes down on the 30. Batted backwards. Chance. Support left and right. Possibly. Is he going to get an offload? Yes, he does for Clark. Can he get the ball off? Yes, he can for Kamikamitha. Munster chips over the top. Batted down from Williams. Bats it off to De Silva. Oh, that's the Youngie, sorry. Up towards the 30. Damn. So, isn't a knock on it seen as a charge down, actually, so I think that's a fair call. Oh, Grant is down. Grant is down. I hope it's nothing serious. Just cramp, please. Please. Chance here for Parra at the moment. Kelly goes left to Russell. Cuts back inside. Got support there. Can Kautoga? It is knocked, I think, backwards by Suafalongo. It is. Then it's with Clark. Now with Meaney. Or Howarth. It's Howarth, sorry. Cuts back towards the middle. Now 40 metres out. It's all going on, folks. Okay, Grant is limping. Just take him off. Take him off. Don't risk anything. Meany up towards the 40. Oof, his ankle's just in a weird spot. Will you stream Warriors Roosters? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I would have liked to. Just a bit too early for me. I'm going to need some more sleep. Wishart goes right to Hughes. Switches back to Chan. He stopped just shy of the 20. And there's just over 20 minutes to go. Ooh, Clark's holding his ribs there. Something like that. There's a kick through from Hughes. Batted backwards from Barlow. Then from Williams. Offloaded from Smith to Iongi. Parrot on their own 10. There is now finally 20 minutes to go. We are in the final quarter of the game. I hope Clark's alright. It's solid stuff from Clark, but there's a break here possibly. Chuck back inside there from Simonson. The ball's still live for Parrot. Barlow bumps off one. Still going. Gets the ball off. Kelly with a great offload. Now with Barlow again. Up towards the 40. 19 and a half minutes to go. Good stuff there from Parrot on that play. DeBellion through centre field. Gives it to Hopgood on his right. He's going to be stopped on the halfway line. 2 tackles left. Smith goes left to Pezzett. Then across to Iongi. Last tackle. Now Mitch Moses hits the belly of the ball. Wow, plenty of spin on this one. Good luck, sir. Suafan-Longo takes it cleanly. Nicely done. Nicely done. 19 minutes to go. Hughes hands it off to Will Warbrick. Oof, good meters there up towards the 30. I think Grant is done for the day. Hopefully it's not long term. Hopefully not. Kamikamitha with a carry through centre field. So it's going to be Wishart to 9. Wishart with a little scoot. Can he get an offload? Not quite. He is held. 19 and a half to go. Last tackle. Munster right to Hughes. Puts boot to ball towards the back right. Collected cleanly by Russell. Trying to get around his opposite winger in Warbrick. Doesn't quite get through them. Kelly with the next carry up towards the 30. Come on, Parra. Let's get some jazzy rugby league coming up. Now with Iongi on the second. Not a bad carry there. Nearly found on a break. 18 minutes to go. Smith right to Williams. Now up towards halfway. Good meters again. Really good. 2 tackles left. Smith left to DeBellin. Then to Hopgood. Quick hands to Barlow. Out the back to Pezzett with a switchback. Katonga can't quite get an offload. Completion rate 61%. Is that this half or the game? Because that is awful. Kick on the last. It's going to bounce once on the 10. Batted backwards from the Eels. But it's collected by Joe Chan. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. It's a little bit of a mess right now. Warbrick with the next carry up towards the 20 for Melbourne Storm. Wishart goes left to Moses. Leo with a break. Do it. Just do it. Oh, mate, back yourself. You should have backed yourself. You should have gone for it. Wishart gets an offload to far logo. With a chip and chase. Do it. Absolute cinema. Sorry if that actually hurt anyone's ears. I do apologise. I didn't mean to do that, actually. Well done. Well done. I wish Moses Leo backed himself against the Iongi then. I wish he did. But Farlongo, there you go. Getting his first try. Starting at 1 for Melbourne Storm. Chip and chase. Right in front of the post. This is going to be 42 points to 4 in a second. Right, I can't remember who it was that needed both Chan and Farlongo, but there you go. Can't tell if Storm have been unreal or the Eels have been honking. I think a bit of both is fair. What channel is this on? Mods, I'm not sure where you're watching from, mate. So if you're in Australia, then I'm not sure. If it's UK, it's on Sky Sports Plus on the main channel. Morning, Jack. I'm all right, thank you, sir. How are you? How are you? 15 and a half minutes to go. Okay, we'll get some injury news on Harry Grant in a sec. I hope it's nothing serious. The kick from Nick Meaney in front of the post is good. Well done, Sir Farlongo. Big shoes to fill since Ryan Pappenhausen left the club. Big shoes to fill, because I was a massive fan of Pappenhausen. But that's going to give him a ton of confidence. I think he's done well today, and that'll give him a lot of confidence going forwards. So well done, young man. They can still get 50, maybe even 60 if quick enough. 3 tries and 3 kicks in 15 minutes. Oh, doable. Definitely doable. I think they will hit 50. I think they will. Well, that... Oh, even if they miss the kicks, yeah, they'll still get 50. Storm have stormed here. Spring. That's almost a match ban for that. That's... Sin bin at least. There's a break here for Utskamanu. Back yourself. He does. He actually backs himself. Needs a quick play of the ball. That could be a 6 again. Oh. Oh dear. It's kicking off, but it's actually...
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless get, Campbell. You dickhead.
It's going to be Bailey Simonson with a sin bin. Is that what's classed as a professional foul? Is that the right term for it? Anyway, Utskamanu trying to play the ball, holding down for way too long. And this will be another sin bin for the Eels. Do you know what? The weird thing is, you can't even say that the sin bins have cost the Eels the game, because it just hasn't. Meany's 7 for 7 on kicks. Is he? Oh yeah, it might be right. Get him off the field. That was diabolical. Right then, Melbourne Storm with the extra man. I think this makes it much easier to hit possibly 60. Munster, flat ball to Lasati over the 10. He's going to play it about 5 or 6 metres out over on the left edge of the field. Just less than 14 to go. Second tackle, Munster goes right to Wishart. Then across to King. Up towards the 10. Plays over Wishart. Left to Utskamanu. That did look forwards. I think Moses was claiming it was forwards as well. 2 tackles left. Wishart fakes the ball left. Trying to go over himself. I think he's going to be stopped here. Now the last from the Melbourne Storm. King launches it left to Munster. Bobbles a little bit. Kicks through. Lasati is there. Everyone's just getting tries. You get a try. You get a try. You get a try as well for being so adorable. Well done, you, sir. Hey. 13 minutes to go. 46 points to 4. Wow. Absolute wow. Okay. Do you think Melbourne have won it now? Do you think they've done it? 12 and a half minutes to go. Great run there from Lasati. Nice kick from Munster as well. Beautifully weighted. Beautifully weighted. This is what he does. Lasati, 1 try, 121 metres, 43 post contact metres, 28 tackles. Solid effort. Really, really solid. trying to think who man of the match is at the moment. I think Grant's up there, absolutely. Chan. I'd say it's between... I think it's between Grant and Chan for me. Man of the match. And the conversion from Meany near the touchline is... It's just wide. Just wide. Which Super League game do you think will be the closest this week? What did I have for predictions? I had Lee to win by 6. I had Bradford to win by 6. I think those two. I had them both to win by 6. But I think tonight, Wakey vs FC could be quite close. It could be. I'm actually not really sure which way the wind's going to blow with that one. So, Parrot still with Simonson in the bin. 11 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Back underway. It's with Tui Kamikamica. 46 points to 4. One more try from the Storm to hit 50. Lasati with the carry over the 20. Making a few extra post-contact meters as well for good measure. Next carry. Not sure who that is that's on the field. Who is that? Wait, is that David? Is that Mwali? It might be. What number is he? 17? Yeah, it's Mwali. Ball across from Hughes. That's definitely forward. Come on. And they kick it through. Oh, it's batted across from Russell. Oof. Oh, dear. Moses with a collision. Oh, God. What a mess. What an absolute mess. There should have been a forward pass in there. Jesus. Round 1, let's go. Who are your top 4 this year? Panthers, Roosters, Sharks, Storm. Panthers, Roosters, Sharks, Storm. In any order. So at the back of the scrum for the Storm, Munster goes right to Hughes. Oh, we should have gone with a looping ball over the top there. Oh, mate. Jerome, if you launch that sucker over the top, that is a try, I'm telling you, sir. Finish work at 8 PM tonight. Won't just be 6-0 even before I get my phone on. Could be a rough one, Finn. Could be a rough one. Do you think the quicker Super League Rooks have contributed to the increased amount of injuries? I mean, maybe. Like, because that, quicker Rooks means that defenders might not be able to make proper contact and therefore, the tackle technique's slightly off. So maybe. Could be something to that. Maybe. 9 minutes to go. Melbourne Storm with a fresh set. 20 metres out. It's with David Mwale. NRL debut for the Storm. Wishart across to Hughes. Switches back to Kamikamica. 3 tackles to go in this set. Inside the 10, in front of the left post, Wishart launched it left to Munster, then across to Moses Leo, steps inside but slips over. 2 tackles left. 6 again, though, for Melbourne. Munster across to King, gets an offload back to Munster. Bumps off Junior Barlow. Little step and a shimmy there. But he's pushed back over the 10. 8 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Second tackle. Wishart goes right to Kamikamica. Just right at the posts. It's left to Hughes. Pops it up to King. Loses it backwards, but then Hughes loses it anyway. And Moses will... Oh, that should be a penalty. It is a penalty for the Eels. They can get up the field now. The comeback's on, folks. 8 minutes to go. The comeback's on. Wonder how Wigan will set up without Field. Yeah, it's going to be tough. When they had key players missing last year, they weren't the same, really, were they? I think the two options that they'll go with is it's either Eckersley to fullback and then Miskey will go on the wing, or it's going to be French to fullback and Farriman goes to 6. I think they'll do the second one, if I'm honest. Walker on the 40 gives it to De Belin, who takes a carry up towards the halfway line for the Eels. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Launches it left to Peasant, then to Kautoga. Little switch back to Moses. Comes down on the 40. 3 tackles left for Parramatta. De Silva, right to Barlow through centre field. Good carry up towards the 30. 7 minutes left. Left now to Pezzett. Then out the back, it's tipped on from Iongi. Across from Kelly to Russell. Cuts back towards the middle. And he's up towards the 20 with the last tackle coming up for Parramatta. Pezzett hands it off to Moses on his right. Chips it towards the right edge of the park. But it's Meany that goes up and collects it beautifully. Beautifully. Just came back what players have scored. I don't know when you left, but I know Lasati's got one. Falongo's got one. Might have been someone else. Can't quite remember. Oh, at half time, yeah. I know that Lasati and Falongo have got one. Preston Con, NRL debut. Go on, lad. 6 minutes to go. Another well, yeah. Warbrick's slow to get up. It's all happening. How long's that sin been got as well, actually? Hit from Junior Barlow has caused him some discomfort. Yeah, Falongo. Sua Falongo got a try. Chip and chase. In the second... Chan got one. Chan and Falongo got tries in the second half. Chan already got one. Sorry, but I literally just remembered. Because I forgot who it was that had the bet. I think it's you. So yeah, Chan got one and Falongo got one. Right, here we go. Con, on debut, first carry, and there's a minute and a half to go on the sin bin. Yeah, I don't think Melbourne's going to hit 60 here. It's right to Hughes, then across to Falongo, across to... I wish I could name him, but I just can't right now. It's slipping my mind. That's Chan? Why did he look completely different then to me? Wait, can those seagulls just get out the way? Shifting it left now to Munster, then across to Con. 20 metres out. Oh, they didn't get the tackle count right. Oh, dear. You won $120? Well done you, sir. Well done you. Solid work. See, if I backed to Melbourne win and Jack Howarth try, I would have got some money as well, but I didn't do it. Silly me. 11 line breaks to 3. Bloody hell. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. 6 again for Parrot. 6 again for Para. Next carry up towards the 40 and just over it. Have we got another player down? Kamikamitha was slow to get up and get back there. Barlow, next carry up towards halfway. 3 tackles to go for Parrot. Simonson will be back on very soon. Walker in centre field, across to Pezzett, then to Kautoga. Over the 40, up towards the 30. Good carry. 4.5 to go. Mate, the birds are loving this. Didn't even pay for a ticket. Greedy buggers. Across to Moses. Switches back to Williams. Shrugs off one, can he? No. Munster brings him down. 20 metres out. Last tackle. It's with Mitch Moses. Kicks cross field. Russell. Can he collect it? Just knocks on. Just. Wasn't far off. Comeback was nearly on there for Para. I must have been, James. I must have been. Thank you. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Hughes will hand the ball off to Jack Howarth, and he will take it over the 10. You on TikTok? Yes, sir. Link is in the description, or just search Kinetic Rugby League. I'll be posting clips of this stream over on there afterwards. I post all sorts of stuff over there. It is David Moale with the next carry. 3.5 minutes to go. 3 tackles left in this set for Storm. Munster in centre field across to Hughes. Switches back to Lasati over on the right edge now. Wishart with a bit of room to run. Support from Kamikamitha. Can the big man score? Go on, lad. Gets an offload to Munster. Can he get an offload? Yes, to Farlongo, and he is going to leap like a salmon from the river into the in-goal area. They've hit 50. It'll be 52. I meant to press the mute button and I pressed the thumbnail button instead. Well done me. So you weren't meant to hear the cough. Well done me. Hopefully it didn't pierce anyone's ears. Well, this will be 52-4 in a second. Great work there from... who got the break initially? Oh yeah, Wishart got the break. Kamikamitha in support, the big man. Knew he was going to get brought down. Got the offload to Munster. I thought he was going to get wrapped up, but got the offload just in time. Suafanlogo was in support the whole time, really, since Wishart made the break. Got in the right place at the right time. Well, Farlongo, 2 tries, 1 assist, 4 line break assists, 125 run meters. Is he on for man of the match? Maybe. Maybe. Do you know what? I'll put a poll up actually, you guys can vote. I'm going to do a short list. And you guys let me know, for those that have at least watched the game anyway, your thoughts. He's going to be one option. I'm going to say he's an option. I will say he's an option. And do you know what? I'll go with those 3. I've got a 3-man short list that I'm quite happy with. I think it's between Farlongo, Grant, or Chan. So, if anyone's got any other suggestions, let me know. But I think it's between those 3. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. You don't think Storm will score again? Well, you never know, honestly. You never know. The 15 out from their own try line. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Con with the next carry up towards the 20. Two minutes left. Kamikamitha with the next carry over the 30 and a couple extra post-contact meters as well. Wishart, right to King, then across to Hughes. Flat ball to Lasati. Up towards the halfway line. 1 minute 40 to go. 2 tackles left. Short side right to Hughes. Across to Howarth. Over the 40. Last tackle. Wishart back towards the middle to Hughes. Puts a high ball towards the back right. Iongi underneath it, goes up, collects it cleanly, comes down on the 10. 1 minute 20 seconds to go. Fresh set of 6 for Parramatta on their own 10. Kelly with the first carry of this set. Making a meter all 2. Moses, now with Walker. Up towards the 20. Slightly right at centre field. 3 tackles left. De Silva, short side right to Simonson. Up towards the 30. Good meters again. Okay. Chan and Simonson going at each other. It's kicking off. Chan's been a bit of a bugger in this game. And that was a person you didn't think would even score. Which geezer? Who are we talking about here? Have I missed something? You'll have to remind me. DeBellin with a carry over halfway. 18 seconds to go. 15. It is left to Pezzett, then across to Kartoga. 10 seconds remaining. Go for a 2-point drop goal, why not? 3 seconds left. 2, 1, 0. A flick out the back here. Now to Moses over the top, and it'll find touch. That will be full time. Jesus Christ. Melbourne Storm 52. Parramatta Eels 4. Mate. Jesus Christ. It was a cracking start for Para. Even though they had a sin bin after 36 seconds, they're a man down for basically the first 10 minutes and they still score first. They then start conceding 3 tries in a row. And that right edge for Melbourne was just smooth. It was clean. And then in the second half, there was like a couple moments towards the back end of the first half and the start of the second half where some of the meters from Para were decent and they were doing some good stuff and they looked like they had a bit of a momentum swing in their favour. And then Storm just killed them off. Just absolutely killed them off. Quick rucks, great carries from dummy half. Wishart with solid line breaks, same with Grant getting 2 tries in that game too. And just the punch through the middle, it really just, as the game got further on, it just killed the Eels off. Storm were excellent today. Excellent stuff from them. Fully deserved. As a Storm fan, can't say I'm upset. Well, I'd hope not. So, 52 points to 4. So, just a quick reminder. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, by the way. I'm at 14,241. So, that means I've had 37 subs, I think, during this stream, which is very kind of you. If you want to watch the rest of my NRL predictions for this round, the video is on the channel. So, if you want to hear my predictions for the 5 remaining games, just go to the channel. You'll see it. Follow me on TikTok. All social media links are in the description down below. If you want to become a member, there's a QR code on screen and link in the description. And finally, if you want to join my NRL Predictions League, there's a link in the description as well. Just click the link, sign up, and just pick your winners. That's all you've got to do. All you've got to do. Got 22 people in that league at the moment, and there's information to join the NRL Fantasy League in the description as well. So, next person to vote for Farnlongo or Grant, I'm going to call it as man of the match, because they're level on votes at the moment. I need one more vote either way. Just need one more. Because both are on 37%, and we can crown a player of the match. It's going to Sua Farnlongo. Okay, there we go. So, man of the match, folks, is Sua Farnlongo. 2 tries, 1 assist, 4 line break assists, and 100 plus meters. W Storm for the extra bucks, but up the Wars. I have got big hopes for the Wars this year, because I think their squad looks stacked. But we'll see. We will see. I'll see you, Cade. I do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. It's the first NRL stream of the year. Didn't really know how many people would get, but I think we peaked at maybe 60 to 70 people, somewhere in that range. But we've had consistent 50. Oh, we got 75 people now. It's a bit late at this point. But there we go. But yeah, pure domination from Melbourne. Pure domination. They were excellent from start to finish. Well, I've got Wakefield versus Hull FC later, and then in the morning for me, Broncos versus Panthers. Hopefully it lives up to this one, but is a bit closer. That'd be alright. Right then. If I don't see you this weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. But that's going to be it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Turtle Pit.